Hey Sagittarius, welcome to my channel Lake's View. My name's Aleka. If this is your first time checking me out, thank you so much for giving my channel a shot. If you are a returning viewer, I appreciate you as well. Your dedication and support means the world to me. Today we're going to do a reading on what the zodiac sign of Sagittarius needs to know for the month of December. I want you to keep in mind that my readings are general in nature. They may or may not resonate. If they do resonate, that's what's up. If not, that means it just wasn't your reading this time. So let's just get started. Before anything, I do want to point out that I feel that some of you guys are in a bit of a separation from a soulmate or someone who feels like a soulmate to you. You may be going through a breakup or a recent disconnection, even if you weren't like officially committed to this person. There's some sort of bond that is being severed a bit. There's a disconnection between you and someone else. And you're wondering if this is meant to be, or is this something I should let go? But this is heavily on your mind, okay? And there's still a lot of things that you don't know. So you are under a bit of illusion, okay? But let's just get started. Sagittarius for the month of December. Sagittarius for the month of December. What do they need to know? Okay, judgment. Okay, there is a final judgment call on a situation. Now, if this is the situation I was just talking about with the potential soulmate or someone you feel you have a very strong connection to, you or someone else may be deciding to call this quits, okay? You could either be calling it quits or you could make a final decision to proceed with this situation. But for many of you, I feel like it's a situation where you're deciding to call it quits. Sagittarius, okay. The Four of Coins. There's a lot of holding back, okay? There's a whole lot of holding back, a lot of stagnant energy, a lot of you refusing to be the first one to speak up, feeling like you have to make a point, you know? Your pride is a big factor here. You know, sometimes a lot of good connections go to waste simply because of pride. Sometimes you and the other person are kind of playing the same game and both of you want the same thing, but neither one of you is willing to make the first move. No one's willing to speak. Both of you feel like you've done enough. You feel like I've done so much for this person, it's ridiculous, way more than I've ever gotten from this person. And somehow, some way, they feel the exact same thing about you. Sagittarius for the month of December. There's a bit of complacency here. I feel like the reason the connection was severed was because someone was getting bored. Maybe one person was more invested than the other. So the Seven of Pentacles just came out in the reverse, okay? So this speaks to waiting, a lot of waiting, but possibly wasting your time, okay? When it's in the upright, you're waiting and your harvest will eventually come into fruition. But when it came out in the reverse, I immediately felt like this is something that is potentially wasting your time. Sagittarius for the month of December. This situation might have even distracted you from your coins, okay? It might have distracted you from work, you know. Maybe when you guys were in, you know, your most connected, maybe, you know, you were doing things like skipping school, skipping work, calling out a lot, you know, putting this person before a lot of things you should have been prioritizing. You were just getting extremely comfortable. You were getting used to waking up with this person every day, laying down next to them. And this really made you not want to leave the bed. So you might have found yourself really letting a lot of opportunities pass you by. You weren't going out with your friends as much anymore. And now that this person is gone, you're trying to pick up the pieces and find yourself again. Okay, this person did disconnect from you. They might have left, went somewhere, moved away. The Page of Staffs is there is a brand new beginning that wants to come in. Maybe someone just needs to speak. There needs to be a sense of closure here, okay? And if this is closure because you're breaking up and, you know, this person needs to be a thing of the past, then you need to have a conversation where you get closure and healing, all right? But there definitely needs to be a reunion that happens. I do have a feeling that you will be happy to see this person again. However, if you did get serious with them again, you might remember why you disconnected in the first place. Sagittarius for the month of December. There's a lot of coming together. You know, it is holiday time, so some of you may be linking up with your families. Just please be safe with everything that's going on. Sagittarius for the month of December. The Page of Cups. Okay, messages of love. Someone is thinking about you. Someone is thinking about reaching out to you. Somebody wants to just say something kind of sweet. They just want to say, hey, what's up? How's it going? And stuff like that, you know. Nothing too serious. I don't see this being an incredibly deep conversation, but somebody wants to open up the lines of communication a little bit, and they may do this with a bunch of simple messages, just catching up, just checking in, wanting to see how you were doing. Like, they're not revealing as much. Like, they're not going to tell you how much they miss you. Like, when they hit you up or when you speak to this person, it's going to be incredibly casual, where it seems like no big thing, just, hey, how you doing, what's up? But you don't understand that this communication means the world to this person. Having your attention for a split second means the world to this person, no matter how much they try to play it off. The Seven of Cups, they fear that you may have other options. They fear that you may have moved on. So they feel like they kind of got to get in there a little bit, you know, breadcrumbing a little bit, just so you don't forget about them. Make sure that they're still in your energy. The Page of Swords, they're definitely checking you out on social media. They're definitely, you know, following you. They miss you a lot. They miss you a lot. And they're very disappointed at the way things turned out. Very. Sorry about that. So the Ace of Cups came out, okay? Someone really, really loves you. Someone really cares about you, okay? This could be the person from the past that you recently disconnected from, or this could be new love that wants to come in. But in order for the new love to come in, you have to make space, if you know what I mean. You got to make space for this new love. The new love can't be successful if you are still doing the same things. Sorry about that, Sag. So yeah, this new love, in order for it to come in, you need to make space for it. Meaning you need to clear out any old patterns, any old ways of negative thinking, any exes, tie up all loose ends in order for this new love to be successful, okay? So what else do we have for Sag for the month of December? Sag for the month of December. Sagittarius. Death, transformation, okay? This doesn't always mean a literal death. This usually just means the end of one cycle and the beginning of a new cycle, all right? Something needs to be transformed. I'm getting a strong sense of alchemy here, meaning when you turn something negative into a positive, you turn something invaluable to something valuable. Turn your negative experiences into a new positive mindset, all right? Learn from the things that you've been through with other people and move forward and utilize those things that you've learned in order to make your new endeavors successful, whether they be relationships, business ventures, anything that you do from here on out. Always apply what you've learned from the past. All right, Sag? Any more messages for Sagittarius for the month of December? The Knight of Cups. Here we go. More offers of love. You know, there may be more than one person who has their eye on you. There may be more than one person who is interested in you. But it's important that you use discernment when deciding who to give your time and energy to. But yeah, there are a couple people here who really want to be in your energy, who want your attention. But it's all up to you who you will and who you will not allow into your life. As I said before, recognize patterns. Be able, I feel like we're at a time now where we know a lot, all right? I feel that if you use discernment, if you are a person who is in tune with your higher self, you can tell if a person is for you just by having one conversation with them, okay? And what I mean by that is the magnitude of the conversation, the intellectualness of the conversation. You can determine if this is a person that you will be interested in long term. You ever have a conversation with somebody, maybe your friend is trying to put you on with someone and you give them a chance for half a second and they start talking and you're just like, no, this ain't gonna work out. Like, we're at an age, or at least I'm at an age, you know, and at a point where I know right off the bat is if this is something worth waiting, if something worth investing time into. And you need to be able to do that at this point, Sag, because you've been through a lot, all right? You've been through a lot. Even if you haven't had a whole bunch of relationships, I have a feeling that there is one particular relationship that has been very prominent for you. This relationship has probably made you depressed at sometimes, seriously confused, having no idea what to do, where to turn. But you have seriously grown from that. You've learned so much, and it's so important that you use that, okay? You use what you've learned when it comes to meeting new people. And if you decide to give this other person another chance, use what you've learned, all right, Sag? So I'm going to pick you guys out a card from the Moonology deck. I really love this deck. So, lasting message for Sagittarius. Lasting message for Sagittarius. Lasting message for Sagittarius. 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 Lasting message. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. Alright? So, what I get from this is you will make the right decision. Alright? But even if you make the wrong decision, you will gain something from that, whether it's an awareness, whether it's a new lesson, it's new insight. Whatever decision you make, you will come out on top in the end. Even if the relationship itself is not successful, you will learn something from the situation that will help you be successful in other relationships, okay? Thank you so much for your time, Sag. If you guys like my style, definitely like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. I'd love to know who's watching my videos, all right? So, until next time, peace out.